Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. So, I wanted to kick off this week with a story that I think we are all familiar with and hopefully will get you motivated. I know if anybody has watched this movie, they've probably definitely been moved by it. So, anyways, it's the real story of Rocky. So, I'm sure a lot of us have seen the movie Rocky, right? How many of us know about the real story behind Rocky? There's my yellow line again. I'm just going to stop talking until this thing goes green. I don't know what I can do. Low network connection. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Okay. Every time. So hopefully I'm back on and you can hear me okay. So I want to talk to everybody about the real story of Rocky. So Sylvester Stallone in the 1970s was an actor in New York, a little known actor. All right, it just went green, so I'm just going to repeat that again. Sorry for this inconvenience. In the 1970s, Sylvester Stallone was an actor in New York. He was not well known, did not do much at the time, okay? He decided to get things going. I don't know why this is up here. He decided to get things going. He wanted to go ahead and he moved to California in an effort to get his career going. He moves there and things don't get any better for him, right? Things are still not going well. Matter of fact, they're going so bad that this big, beautiful bulldog that he's got that he loves to death named Butkus, he doesn't have enough money at the time that he's going to be able to keep providing food for Butkus. It gets so bad that he has to sell this dog that he loves because he doesn't have enough money to feed it. So then after doing this, he goes and he sees this fight with basically one of the greatest fighters of all time, Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali is fighting a guy that probably a lot of us haven't heard about. The guy's name is Chuck Wepner. Who here has heard of Chuck Wepner? Probably not a lot of us, right? Well, Chuck Wepner was the inspiration for the movie Rocky. See, Chuck Wepner, a little-known boxer at the time, is fighting the greatest boxer of all time. And Chuck was considered a bum. He was referred to as a stumble bum. And during the fight, though, there was a time where Chuck came alive. And Chuck was literally magnificent. He was not backing down. He was giving Muhammad Ali everything he had and then some. To the point that he actually knocked down the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali. And so Sylvester Stallone saw this as a symbol of man standing up to the world, to life, to not letting it knock him down, regardless of what everybody else is saying about you, thinks about you, blah, blah, blah. You're nothing more than just a bum. And here you are. You got the nerve to stand in front of the all-time great, and you think you can take me on? And you know what? Chuck said, yeah, I do, because I believe in myself. And he kept going, and he put Muhammad Ali right on his butt, okay? And that motivated Sylvester Stallone to write the movie Rocky, right? So then he goes out and he pitches this story to producer after producer after producer after producer, right? They're turning him down. Who are you? You're a nobody. We don't care. We don't want it. We're not interested. Well, he finally found somebody that was interested. They were so interested that in the 1970s, and it's still a lot today, they offered him $360,000 for the script. But here's the thing. They didn't think that Sylvester Stallone was a good fit for the script. So his dream of being the main actor in the script, they said, you're not going to work. We'll pay you all this money for your script, but you're not going to work. Well, here's the thing. Sylvester Stallone wanted more than anything to be in this script. He's an actor. He said, I want to be in the movie. He turned him down. He turned him down at a time when he didn't have enough money to feed his dog. He had supposedly at the time, from what he remembers, $106 in his bank account. So the saying, burn your boats, Let me tell you, that's what this guy did. There was no backup plan. There was no nothing. You know his backup plan, and I hate to even say it, but it's a truth. He said, hey, I figured out poverty. I can live in poverty. I don't get this, I can go jump off a building. And he laughed about it. I don't know. My point is, the guy with $106 to his name gave up the dog he loved because he couldn't feed him, turned down $360,000 because that wasn't what he was going after. That wasn't his goal. That wasn't his motivation. So finally, after some time with this producer, the producer comes back and says, okay, you know what? We're going to give you a go. We're going to give you a try. Okay? We're going to put you in this film. We're going to make this film. They offered him, I don't have the whole number, but it was substantially less than what he was going to be paid. The first thing Sylvester Stallone does is he takes a good portion of that money and he goes and he buys his dog back, right? The guy that he sold the dog to was nice enough to sell it back to him for somewhere in the upwards of 10 or 20 times what he actually paid Rocky for the dog. And Rocky didn't care because he loved that dog, and he got the dog back, right? So then at the grand premiere of this movie, this huge theater, they're packed, he's up on the top floor watching the movie. He's watching the crowd, and he notices that a lot of the crowd, they're not laughing at the parts they're supposed to be laughing at. Things just didn't seem like they're going well. He couldn't take anymore. Finally, he said, this isn't going well. He walks down the 3 flights of the movie theater outside. He is humiliated at this point, saddened, he's at his lowest point. And the movie's over at this point, and the crowd's waiting for him to come back in. So he walks in. It's silent in the place. And then next thing you know, everybody in the theater stands and gives him a standing ovation, right? It's the real deal. They're applauding. They're letting it all out. It was the truest applause he feels like he's ever received. It was one of the greatest times that he remembers in his life was right then. The film obviously later on went on to win 9 Academy Awards or Oscars, grossed over $200 million at the time. And, God knows what all the other Rockies since then have done. He, at that point, he crossed over. He went to a whole nother area, right? But what did it take for him to get there? It took him to have $106 in his bank account. And he was so committed to his idea, to his goal, to what he was going after, that he said no until he went and he got what he was going for. And, where is he at today? How many movies has Sylvester Stallone been in? And so there is a really, there's a good portion of the real Rocky in Sylvester Stallone. And that's probably why we connect with it so much. Because it's there. That guy's fight, everything is there. So, Kristen, how are you doing? Bill, good to see you. I guess what I want to just say, this is Monday, and I hope this motivates you to get forward and just kick butt for your week and get going. Never give up on your ideas, your dreams, no matter how bad things are looking at the time. If you stick with it, you stick to it, and you don't ever give up, that turnaround can be there for you as well. So again, every time I'm talking, I always talk about my opportunity. Things have been going great for me. I have been making money trading in the Forex market. I offer to help other people make money in the Forex market. If you're interested, please PM me, message me. One of my biggest commitments is helping improve anybody who gets on my team to improve your financial position. But at the end of the day, I want to motivate and inspire everybody that listens to me to go after what you want to do in your life. And if you want to do something else, please do it. I hope that I motivate you to go after it, get off center, and do it. So that's my advice today. Hey, I believe there's a little bit of Rocky in all of us. So let's go get it. Have a great Monday, everybody. Take care.